There's a lot of people out there talking about Robert F. Kennedy and how he's out there talking vaccines. Oh, he's out here going up against Bill Gates, and he's gone out and they've activated Robert Kennedy, or he's activated himself. Oh, I'm going to be the one railing against this, and so people are thinking that this is a great thing. Whatever. I don't. I think it's nonsense. But there's a something that he apparently wrote about Bill Gates, and how Bill Gates is fueled by a messianic conviction that he's ordained to save the world with technology and a godlike willingness to experiment with the lives of lesser humans. Now, that was what Robert Kennedy wrote, apparently. Let me just read that again. This is supposedly what he said. This is Robert Kennedy, and I quote, Gates's obsession with vaccines seems fueled by a messianic conviction that he is ordained to save the world with technology and a godlike willingness to experiment with the lives of lesser humans. Did you catch it? I'm going to read it one more time. Gates's obsession with vaccines seems fueled by a messianic conviction that he is ordained to save the world with technology and a godlike willingness to experiment with the lives of lesser humans. Did you catch it? It's the last two words in the sentence. Lesser humans. Now, he being Robert Kennedy, he could have chose any word by, here, let me give you some examples of what I think he could have said. Godlike willingness to experiment with the lives of humans. Godlike willingness to experiment with the lives of amazing humans. But instead, he chose the word lesser humans. There's all sorts of words that you could have used, or you could have just not said the word lesser. So in my mind, this is how Robert Kennedy views the people that this Bill Gates and his godlike ways is, what he's trying to do. But he chose to use the word lesser humans. Now, I'm not offended by that because I'm not a lesser human. But he is certainly trying to say that we are lesser humans. We're not. It's absurd. You can't be. There isn't any such thing. It's just a choice of words to let you know that I feel superior over you, even though you're not. It's not possible. You're not superior. You're at the same level, even though some people might think that Robert Kennedy is above you. In what way? Explain that to me. Because he's not. Oh, because he came from the Kennedy dynasty? Well, what is that? It's just a family. It's a family of people, just like you have a family and I have a family. It's not a dynasty. I mean, they're not special. People think money is what makes you special. It's the last thing that makes you special. You are what make you special. Your individuality. But the fact that somebody who is just just a human being living their lives like you and me is going to be out there using the term lesser human, I'm amused by it. And I caught it immediately because these people are insecure. They have insecurities. And I say that he, Bobby or Robert Kennedy, may have a godlike, he may view himself as God. He's not. He's just another person that's living on this earth, that eats and drinks and goes to the toilet just like you and me, puts his pants on the same way, goes out, breathes the same air, eats similar food, really the same food. There isn't anything special about him except you make him special. So why don't you get your mind right and view him as any other person but a person that is trying to make you feel like a lesser human by injecting those words into his, stupid statement. I mean, we can say you could say all day, these people think they're better. Well, they can think they're better. They're not, though, unless you allow them to be in your mind, because it's all about your mind and your perception. And I just want you to tell me how Bill Gates or Robert Kennedy or any of these other people are any better than you, because they're not. It isn't even possible. It's not possible for them to be better. It's not me saying that because it's obvious and I never felt that way about anybody ever, but because it's not true. It can't be possible. It just can't. And again, if you're making that determination based on money, that is not, that's paper. That's numbers on a screen. So anyway, I'm going to read this line one more time before closing. And this is Robert Kennedy. Gates's obsession with vaccines seems fueled by a messianic conviction that he is ordained to save the world with technology and a God-like willingness to experiment with the lives of lesser humans. No such thing as lesser humans, people. Why would somebody put that in an article? Why would someone allow that to be associated with them? Why would someone use the word lesser human? Or words, I should say. Why would anyone use the words lesser human?